Hello, Libra. I sort of titled this Time to Set Boundaries, Personal Boundaries. And I know that you've been learning lessons. I know you've had a really hard time of it because if Libra being your first house or your sun is there, or any personal planet really, you've had a lot of things ending for you because the south node is always indicating endings or things leaving. And you being so much about relationships, that has been a huge thing for you, because you, Libra, and Virgo, and Cancer have a tendency to think of others and do for others way too much and not have enough personal boundaries yourself. So I'm going to see what the cards have to say for Libra and setting these personal boundaries. Your commitment is being tested. And it will be over and over and over again because people are so used to walking all over you. Sorry to say that. And guilt tripping you into um, going along to get along, which is actually a toxic phrase, going along to get along. It's very toxic. So you need to set boundaries, because other people should be doing their own job and not you doing it for them. They're not learning their lessons if you're jumping in and saving them, right? Um, so I would say, yes, you are going to be tested. You are going to be tested. But, all this stuff that you've been going through since the nodes have been in Aries and Libra, because Aries is a north node. So that's signifying your relationship with others because it's in your seventh house, right? If that's your ascendant, if Libra's your ascendant, it's about making you a priority in those one-on-one relationships. That's what Aries is. Aries is saying, okay, I have to have my own sovereignty in this relationship. You don't get the final word on what goes on with me. My time. No is a complete sentence. So your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. If you stick with this, right? If you stick with this, there's a new moon coming in Capricorn. And then you can set intentions. And Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's a very physical manifestation. You can set some great intentions because that's at the same time really that we're having the nodes change signs. January 12th, the south node will move into Virgo and the north node will move into Pisces. Now you'll still get the lessons, but it won't be all this horrible energy that you've been having thus far. There's one final eclipse on your axis, and that is, I believe, March 29th. I know the degree is 9 degrees of Aries. It's a solar eclipse. I shouldn't say a new moon. It's a solar eclipse. And what that signifies is you being sovereign in your relationships with others, because it's going to be in your seventh house. It's a big deal. And if you have anything around those degrees in Libra or anything around those degrees, and even Cancer and Capricorn for you, because those are squaring that eclipse. So it's about new beginnings, and your hard work will pay off, and you'll see that paying off, because the nodes are going to be changing signs at that time. So things will get easier for you, but you have to have set the boundaries. You really do. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So right about that time, just before that, well, basically that new moon in Taurus is going to be just after, a month after the eclipse in Aries, right? So this is the perfect time for you then to set intentions for what's going on in, let's see, that would be your eighth house. What you, it's the house, it's a spiritual house, it's a house of unseen things, but it's also the house of other people's resources and taxes and inheritance. And maybe that's a good time to find out what you may have inherited from your ancestors. What can you put to use? What have you've part of this energy is the Mars retrograde for you is breaking. It's for everyone, breaking ancestral trauma, right? And now in the eighth house, you will have the opportunity to create something brand new and bring it forward. A new shift. I have broken um, alcoholism for my family trait, or lack mentality for my family. So my children will not ever have to have that feeling of um, life is hard, right? So let's take a look at what the tarot has to say. So there's really some good things coming up for you, but you do have to do the work. I know it's been hard. I had, of all the people in the zodiac that have gone through this particular axis, it's you that I felt the sorriest for, because you've had so much leaving, so much loss, and it's been hard lessons. It's been hard lessons. So don't let the lessons go to waste. What is on the underside of the deck? Lovers, lovers energy. Um, so I will say that this is an opportunity for you. You need to make the decision. Your commitment is being tested. And it's even with the people that you love, right? The people that you love the most are the ones that test us the worst. The Hermit. You deserve time to yourself. You do not protect your energy enough. You just don't. And I can say the same thing about Virgo, and I can say the same thing about Cancer. You don't protect your energy enough. You will never run out of love, but you will run out of energy. And that's what you need to remember. That's why sometimes you have to say no. You have to say no. Because that person needs to learn how to be their own sovereign self with their own Aries. That's what they're supposed to be learning how to do. And I'm sure that you're still going to have plenty of opportunity to be a part of a community. You're very much about everyone. But it's not about you have to make sure everybody gets everything exactly equal, fair, square, right? I know that you have a hard time with decision making. I know that's a big Libra joke. They can't ever make a decision. But I also know enough Libras to tell you that I know why. Because you look at everything from everybody's point of view. So you see everything from all sides. And, I think that's a great thing, but it's also, you can't be the judge here. You can't. You need to go inside yourself and let certain people fight their own battles, because you really can't fight certain battles for other people. It's just like when someone's an alcoholic, you're not going to prevent them from being an alcoholic. They have their own decision to make about that, or whatever their vice of choice happens to be. Some people it's overspending. Some people it's other things. Underneath prosperity lies ahead. You have the King of Wands. So starting something new during that time, in that new moon in Taurus, starting a new business would be awesome. This is very much about someone that's an entrepreneur, and where the King of Wands is more the newer business, where I think you have, like, the King of Pentacles is more an established kind of thing. This could be very much an internet kind of a business. So I would say that's definitely a possibility for you. All right, what else do we have here? King of Swords, discernment underneath the Lovers. Underneath, your commitment is being tested. Look at things from a practical point of view. Aquarius energy, right? Pluto. Pluto is going back into Aquarius November 19th. And guess what? Here's the good news for you. It's going to trine your sign. It's a trine. Pluto, thank goodness, will then be in helpful energy for you. It's like Darth Vader being your fairy godmother. I'm not going to lie. Things will be made to leave your life one way or another, the easy way or the hard way. It's best to go along with it because it's going. Pluto has decided that, but it's for your greatest and highest good. And because it's a trine, you'll be surprised at how amazing that is going to be for you. So I like this energy. And so to me, it's saying that, if you hold on to your commitments of setting boundaries, the rewards that you can reap are going to be amazing. Okay, what do we have next? Queen of Wands underneath the Hermit. Okay, this is a message that just came in because we also have the King of Wands here. They're actually in different rows. And so this is what I'm going to say about this. I think that there is something, because you've had the Lover's card show up, you've had the Hermit card show up, your hard work is paying off. Sometimes you can't get a new relationship in there because you're so involved in everybody else's relationships. You're the friend everybody has to talk to, but you don't make any time for yourself. And how can you have a relationship for yourself if you're not allowing that time? Because Aries is your 7th house, the one-on-one relationships. And you have 2 divine counterparts here. You have the King of Wands and you have the Queen of Wands here. They're at different levels, but they're in the same reading. So they're not on the same page yet. And why is that? Probably because you don't have any room for it. That's what I really feel. You don't have any room for it. Okay. So this Page of Pentacles, who's starting something real, and again, this is kind of signifying that new moon in Taurus energy. So we're talking next spring, right after the eclipse. This is taking time for yourself, starting something new. Start a new practice now for yourself. Everybody needs this. Everybody does. Mars being in Cancer is about toxic family relationships. And it's going to be really hard to deal with, especially around Christmas this year. Really, really hard. So you need to do something physical in order to get rid of some of that Mars energy that's aggravated because it's been slowed down and will be going retrograde. And you also need to have a balance. Balance those thoughts, those racing thoughts, and give yourself space and give yourself time away. This Hermit card is also signifying that you need space. You need time away. This is really important for you, Libra. It's very important. So what was on the underside of the deck here? I think I pulled the underside, but Page of Wands. Live in the moment, enjoy the moment. And she's all by herself and she's having a fantastic time. You are a cardinal sign. You can get things started. Do the things that you enjoy doing, the things you enjoy doing. It's all, not everybody else gets to pick the movie, right? Or I don't even want to go to a movie. I want to go to dinner. Or I don't want to do that. I want to go dancing. What do you want to do? Set boundaries. Enjoy yourself. Go off by yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. And that is the underside of the deck. I wanted to bring in the Kuan Yin Oracle because I really feel that this is symbolizing Mother Gaia, it's the earth. And I wanted to get a grounding energy to end with for this reading for you, Libra. So let's take a look here. I want to volunteer, so I'm not looking. I'm not like trying to preempt anything. So we need a card to volunteer. Need a card to volunteer. Come on. Oh, you don't want to let go. Okay. Sisters of the Star Blossom. Whilst we each take our own journey to divine bliss and truth, We have soul friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find our way home with the least suffering and greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others. It is a spiral of support and love that wishes to connect more with you now. I like that. When we allow ourselves to be helped. That is where you need to be. Allow yourself to be helped. And we each take our own journey to divine bliss and truth. Amazing, amazing message. Enjoy, Libra. I'll see you soon.